For the average person, estate planning is not something most of us think about, but our next guest says you should. We want you to meet Nicole Pavlik. She is with the attorney, Nicole Pavlik, I should say. She says there are some reasons that we need to consider planning for our estate right now. Good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
That makes a lot of people nervous, you know, thinking about the future. What is an estate plan?
An estate plan is actually just a series of legal documents that are put into place for the unexpected, which is incapacity and death. And typically those documents include a durable power of attorney, a healthcare power of attorney, a living will, a last will and testament, and sometimes a revocable trust.
All right, so people who are watching are saying, okay, well, maybe I'm a little too young for this. Who needs an estate plan?
So the simple answer is anyone over the age of 18. But what I want people to understand is that it's not only for the rich and famous. We really want to prepare those documents for the individual or couple, and we're tailoring it to their needs and making sure they're deciding who's going to be the guardian of their minor children, and it's not decided by a judge, and they're deciding who's going to get their assets when they pass away, and it's not decided by the state of Arizona.
Absolutely, because that, of course, adds another layer of anxiety to already a difficult situation. What is the difference then between a will and a trust?
I get asked this question every day, actually. And I think why it confuses people is that a will and a trust both transfer assets when someone passes away. Or what that means is they both say, who's going to get my stuff when I pass away? However, a trust has more features than a will. A trust avoids probate, for one, and probate is just the court process where your will is filed and then becomes public record. So a lot of people don't really love the idea that their family has to deal with court, and plus their private information is now public. And then a second feature is the trust has an on and off switch. So what I mean by that is a client comes to me and says, my children, my grandchildren, nieces or nephews or whoever are either too young to manage money, or maybe they're adults and they're just really bad with money. So with the trust, you can turn the trust on when they are to get money and off when they're not. And usually you turn it on at certain ages, intervals, or milestones. It's really up to the client.
So that's great. So we can actually control that a little bit.
Absolutely.
We can call you up and say, you know what, I want to turn it off for now because things are running smoothly. But then when we need it to step back into place, we can do that. And I know you shared with me that when people come to see you, they don't know what to bring. They don't know if they have everything in order. Why do people, do you feel, put off their estate planning?
A few reasons. First of all, I think no one likes to think about the worst.
Yeah.
So no one wants to talk about or think about dying, but unfortunately, we all are going to die. So I really want people to look at this differently and realize that an estate plan is honestly a gift for your loved ones. Having a plan in place is going to reduce the amount of stress they're going to have during an emotional time. And then second, I think that people get overwhelmed by the preparation. So, and this is self-induced because people assume that they have to gather all this paperwork in order to get their estate plan prepared. And honestly, most of my clients bring little, if any, paperwork to the meeting. And then last, I think that people just have a tough time making decisions, but you don't know what you don't know. So working with a professional like myself, I'm going to give them suggestions, ideas, walk them through scenarios so they're able to come to decisions on their own.
That is a beautiful way of wording it. It is a gift to your loved one. I love that, Nicole. Great information. Thank you so much. Let's give you a special offer. If you mention Sonoran Living, you will receive 50% off estate plan packages. Nicole Pavlik Law Firm is in Phoenix. You can give her a call today, 602-635-6176. That's 602-635-6176, or visit her website, inpavliklaw.com.